Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is something most men never learn until it's too late. A woman doesn't get obsessed because you're handsome. She doesn't get obsessed because you're rich, muscular, funny, or charming. She becomes obsessed when you activate very specific psychological triggers that awaken her emotional wiring, the wiring she can't shut off, can't rationalize, and can't resist. And here's the truth most men never hear. Attraction isn't about what you do for her. Attraction is about what you awaken inside her. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 psychological and Stoic-based triggers that make a woman think about you nonstop, long after the conversation, long after the text, and long after she tells herself she's over you. You're about to understand human behavior at a level 97% of men don't. And when you master this, you stop chasing, because women start chasing you. Stay with me. Every second of this video matters. Miss one part, just one, and the entire system collapses. Let's begin. Most men approach women emotionally needy, mentally unprepared, and psychologically unaware. They chase. They overgive. They overexplain. They overinvest. They think attention equals attraction. They think consistency equals desire. They think being available equals being valued. But everything you believe is backwards. Stoic philosophy teaches something brutal yet liberating. Control yourself and the world responds. Lose control and the world ignores you. Modern psychology confirms this. A woman becomes obsessed not with a man who tries the hardest, but with a man whose presence creates emotional contrast, psychological unpredictability, and masculine certainty. Women aren't wired for logic and attraction. They're wired for emotional energy, for internal experiences, for intensity. She wants to feel something. This video will show you how to create that feeling. Authentically, without manipulation, without games. Just deep psychological mastery paired with Stoic emotional control. Ready? Stay with me now. Here's the real problem that every man watching this faces. You don't activate obsession because you don't activate uncertainty. And uncertainty is not a game. It's biology. Most men destroy desire by being predictable. They text instantly. They always say yes. They seek reassurance. They express interest too fast. They reveal too much too soon. They give energy before it's earned. You think this creates trust, but to a woman's psychology, it creates boredom. She craves tension, polarity, the unknown. She craves a man who is open yet closed, warm yet controlled, present yet unpredictable. But men today choose comfort. Comfort kills polarity. Comfort kills mystery. Comfort kills attraction. And that's why she loses interest. Not because she's heartless, but because you remove the psychological elements her biology requires to feel desire. This is where the Stoic man is different. He never chases. He never reacts. He never tries to control her. He controls himself. He understands that obsession is not created through effort, but through energy. Today, you will learn how to create that energy. The Stoics knew something thousands of years ago that modern men ignore. A woman becomes obsessed with a man who is obsessed with his own discipline. She becomes drawn to a man who can control his emotions, his presence, his responses, his availability, his attention. Because deep down, every woman wants a man she cannot fully predict, but completely trusts to remain grounded. She doesn't want a storm. She wants the mountain that remains unshaken even during the storm. Let me tell you something that will shift your entire mentality. Desire is triggered by challenge. Obsession is triggered by uncertainty. Bonding is triggered by emotional contrast. And every single one of the 6 psychological triggers you're about to learn is built on these 3 truths. I want you laser focused right now. If you're multitasking, stop. If you're distracted, come back. This next part is where most men wake up. Psychological trigger number 1, the controlled presence. When you're with her, you give full attention. When you're away, you're fully gone. No half presence. No clingy digital energy. No constant breadcrumbs. You are present or you are absent. She will obsess over the contrast. Women fall for men who make them feel like the only woman in the world when they're with them, and a complete mystery when they're not. This activates pursuit psychology. Psychological trigger number 2, emotional minimalism. Stoicism teaches, control your emotions or be controlled by them. A woman becomes obsessed when she realizes you cannot be emotionally manipulated, not by her silence, not by her mood, not by her tests. When you respond calmly, slowly, and logically, even when she expects you to react emotionally, you create a psychological imprint. This man is different. That imprint is the birthplace of obsession. Psychological trigger number 3, strategic predictability. Predictability kills attraction, but so does chaos. The secret is controlled unpredictability. Your attention should never feel guaranteed. Your availability should never feel automatic. Your responses should feel intentional, not impulsive. She must want your attention, not expect it. This makes her mind chase you even when she doesn't want to. Psychological trigger number 4, the value gap. Women become obsessed with men whose value they can see but cannot fully access. It's not about money. It's not about looks. It's about direction. When she sees you pursuing something larger than her, whether it's health, business, self-mastery, or growth, she becomes emotionally invested in your potential. She becomes attached to the story you're writing, and she wants to be part of that story. But here's the twist. She must feel you're willing to walk away from anything that threatens that story, even her. That's masculine power, and women crave it. Psychological trigger number 5, silent confidence. This is the confidence you don't speak, the confidence she feels, the way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you pause before responding, the lack of fear in your eyes when she challenges you. Stoic confidence is built on one sentence. I can live with you, but I can live without you. When she senses that, she opens up emotionally without even realizing it. Because emotional safety comes from masculine stability, and feminine obsession comes from emotional safety. Psychological trigger number 6, the emotional echo. This is the most powerful one. After she interacts with you, she should replay the interaction in her mind, not because of what you said, but because of how you made her feel. To create an emotional echo, speak slowly, pause intentionally, hold eye contact a second longer, smile with confidence, not eagerness. Ask questions that touch her subconscious. Leave conversations on a high, not a low. When you do this, every moment with you becomes a psychological imprint. She will think about you at night. She will imagine you during the silence. She will feel your presence long after you leave. And that, it is an obsession. Now, let's make this practical, so you can walk out of this video with actual power, not just knowledge. Starting today, don't text immediately. Don't overshare. Don't seek validation. Don't reveal your schedule. Don't overinvest early. Don't show emotional desperation. Instead, slow down your responses. Make her earn availability. Keep your mission above everything. Maintain emotional minimalism. Speak less, observe more. Sharpen your body language. Leave before the energy drops. Smile like a man who knows his worth. She must feel that your attention is precious, not rare, not scarce, but intentional. Because intentional attention is addictive, and addictive attention creates emotional echo. From this moment on, you are no longer the man who chases. You are the man who pulls. You are the man who stands still while she moves toward you. This is how attraction becomes pursuit. This is how pursuit becomes desire. This is how desire becomes obsession. And at all times, remember the Stoic rule. Your power comes from what you refuse to give away. Before you leave this video, ask yourself one question and answer it honestly. Am I living as a man she can't predict or a man she can't respect? Most men lose interest, not because women are complicated, but because men give away their power without realizing it. Today, that ends. You now understand the psychology. You now understand the triggers. You now understand how to create emotional impact without manipulation, without games, without pretending. You are not trying to make her obsessed. You are becoming the kind of man she naturally becomes obsessed with. And that is the difference between chasing love and attracting it effortlessly. If this video hit your mind and hit your soul, then remember, control yourself. and the world, including her, will respond.